Hello again. This morning we're going to be reviewing and taking a look at Lavazza Desea coffee machine. So this is the device, as you can see. I do really like the shape and the design of the Lavazza pod devices. This handle here, you lift up, the pods just drop into the machine there, close it down and that capsule is locked in. It delivers water at about 10 bars of pressure. You load the water into the back of the device there, which is just really neat. You can see at the moment I've got this cup. This is a specific cup for the device. It's a Lavazza cup, and it's got a frothing system and heat delivery system built into the top there. So I'm just going to leave that out for a second. Two sides to the display. On this side you've got the non-milk based drinks, that's what I meant to say. So you've got espresso, lungo, free flow, and then sort of a larger lungo. I don't know, I've never used that button there. This particular button adds extra. Go ahead and place this back into the device there. The display flicks over and we've got the milk based drinks. So cappuccino, large cappuccino, latte. And this one here just warms and froths the milk and doesn't actually deliver any coffee through the device as well. Now, I've had lots of pod-based devices in the past. I've had an Espresso, I've got a Sage and Espresso over this side here. I've also had Gacha Classics, Sage Barista devices. For me, the capsule machine, it just makes life really simple. We're busy, we're working, there's kids in the house. I don't want to get earache about having coffee granules all over the counter, grinding, tamping, all that mess. It's just quick, it's simple. But also the reason why I came back to Lavazza is, as far as a capsule device goes, it's the best tasting espresso that I've had from any of the capsules. Of course, another thing as well, from an eco point of view, these are compostable, and I haven't seen an espresso compostable capsule as of yet. So this morning I said we're going to be making a cappuccino, so let's go ahead and do that. So as you can tell, it's pretty quiet. That is one of the most impressive things, just as it lifts up. That's one of the most impressive things about this device is it is very, very quiet in terms of the brew press process and the milk frothing process. So as you can see, I've just gone for a cappuccino. It's getting warm. There we go, so it's finished warming and frothing the milk, and it's now delivering the cafe coffee through the device. So you should see this begin to change. We'll just turn that around a little bit there. And there we go. So you can already see it's got quite a decent head on here as well. So there we go, it's finished. You can just remove that. Remove that. Dishwasher. And there we've got the cappuccino. So with this cup here, it is designed that you can just take it straight from the cup. So really nice, really enjoyable coffee. But as I've said, there is one major problem with this coffee machine, and that is the fact that if I want to go ahead and make a second coffee, I've got to go ahead and pour this into another cup, re-top up with milk, and then go through that process again.
Can I have a coffee, please?
So I've gone ahead there, I've put a decaf pod in there because the wife is currently of the pregnant variety. But you can see it's I don't think it's ideal for doing 2 cups. Of course, I could have just used the milk button and so on. But the other thing about this glass, as you've just noticed as well, it actually, because there's no lip on it, it actually doesn't pour very well either. So there's always a little bit of mess that I'm making here as well. So I'll go ahead and make that up. But the coffee itself is fantastic. It's sweet, it's tasty when you do an espresso, which I'll do in a second as well. You can see like a nice crema on the top of that coffee as well. So finally, let's go ahead and make an espresso. So you can take a look at the quality of that crema. So I'll just drop the pod in. And away we go. So you can see there, that's the large cappuccino, the small cappuccino or the regular cappuccino. Again, because of, the device makes it all in one in this particular glass there, when I've gone ahead and poured it into a glass, you lose the head on it. Here comes the espresso. So I would say if you're just drinking black coffees, espressos, lungos, that kind of thing, it is a fantastic machine. The coffee is fantastic, the machine is great. But if you are making multiple milk-based drinks, there are probably better devices out there. So I am going to go ahead and swap this out for the Joey or the Joey Plus with a separate milk frother in there as well, just to make life easy. But you can see it's a decent espresso. It looks decent, the crema's good, and it tastes good as well. So yeah, that's the roaster espresso. So take a look at the device, guys. Take a look at some of the other devices there. You really need to think about if you're going to be making multiple drinks for a demanding partner like myself. I'm not the demanding partner, the other one's the demanding partner. Then take a look at the other Lavazza devices.